Hi, I'm Hunter from OlderNDumber. Do you like our content? Well, you should think about supporting us on Patreon. That way you can get access to episodes a week earlier than everyone else. And you can see May's notes, where she talks about how awful we are at this. Anyway, enjoy the show, dipshit.
What if we got an 8 mic Behringer in that thing?
The problem is not mics. The problem is us here.
What if we each had 3 mics?
I think it,
like a press conference.
Double up like press conference.
But what if we put them in like the hats with the 2 beers, but it's
microphones that point upwards? They don't even point in our mouths.
No, they catch each other.
They get the audio.
We point them at each other.
So, how was your week? I can't believe you ate your cookies already.
I didn't know they were for the podcast. You didn't say
anything. Why the fuck did you? I got 3 separate types of cookies and put them on the podcast table.
So there's this thing,
I thought they were leftovers because you were like, this place is messy. We got to clean it up.
There's this thing called communication and setting expectations. I think you should look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Would have never expected that to come out of Carter's mouth.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
I've set expectations.
Well,
I just don't like them.
I don't know. I kind of feel like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur.
Put that cookie down now! That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Welcome to another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about 3 dumb friends trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
Nice. What is up, guys? And yeah, this is another episode of your most wonderful favorite podcasts of the 3 boys. I think I bit into that cookie wrong. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know. It's like in my gum.
This guy's fucking 45
It like
years
stabbed
old.
me. I think there's a razor blade in my cookie.
oh, well.
You didn't check it.
I
Where'd you
had to
get
check
that
my
from
candy.
a granny right down the street?
Mm-hmm. As always, we have disapprover of grannies, fucker of big moms, and
Only if she's starving.
wearer of Uncharted shirts, and went and saw Blind Spot, which I didn't know they were a real band until last night at concert. Carter.
Is this the Uncharted shirt? I thought this was more of like a Harrison Ford or like
Ruttle.
an Indiana Jones shirt. Because it's the same thing.
Nah, it's Nathan Drake.
No, Nathan Drake wears a Henley.
Idiot. It's me, your boy.
Not in the second one.
Knower of shirts himself. A true homie that knows the aesthetic that I'm going for. Artist extraordinaire. Commissions are maybe open. I think he has like 1 or 2 slots left. I can't remember. Joey Schichtel, aka Slutty Mage. Last I knew he had like 1 or 2 slots open.
That sounds reasonable. Message me. Slide into my DMs.
Hey, yo, slide into the boys' DMs.
Razor cookie.
It fucking hurts. I think I'm... Oh, maybe
He
not.
needs to grow his hair out long again. That was his best look, I decided when I was looking at old pictures
The
today.
one where it's spiked a little bit.
No, the long, like, sort of 70s.
What one are you
What? You
talking
like it
about?
when my hair's long?
Yeah, it's your best look.
What?
Where?
It really is.
When?
I think
When you
that
get
the
to
picture...
Sure.
I think the
don't want to
picture...
go through my pictures right now. The guy who doesn't go in the closet anymore because he's too busy planning events for Serendipity Catering.
Also, he's
Do not give them a call out. I'm gonna need you to bleep that one. They already got their one many
Did
times.
they? I don't know if they have.
I feel like many times they have gotten their one. They don't get another one.
Are you wearing the
Speaking
same shirt as
of
last time?
getting the one,
That's my favorite look.
It might be your favorite, but it's not your best.
I don't know.
Peg boy
I
extraordinaire.
think this looks pretty good.
That counts as a one. You can't keep calling me that.
The peg boy thing?
Yeah, you can't.
I don't
can't
know
do
if that
that.
counts as the one.
That doesn't have the business name in it at all. You could be getting pegged by
When
crypto.
was the long hair one? Like a year ago or?
Yeah.
was it
Before I
long?
got my haircut.
Joe, I feel like you've had
The
a very
voice that gets
similar
you
haircut
moist.
for a while.
I have voice of Hunter Taylor. Yeah, because I don't want to go to a barber.
Right. But I'm trying to think of like if I've seen you with a better look.
What's up? Thank you guys so much. It's me, your boy.
I think I like this more than when you got a cut at GEA.
For those of you who are going to be meeting us at T2C2 this year, come up to the table and tell us which of our looks you liked the best and what one made us look the flyest, or pictures that you liked the most of us. Just go ahead and come up to us and tell us. And actually, print out one of those pictures. We'll sign it for you, and then you can put it up in your room. I signed something for somebody the other day, and they were like, I'm going to put this on my fridge.
Was it a work order?
Yeah. It was a layout. I was like, this one's just for you. He's like, oh, thanks. Can you sign it? And I was like, I signed it. I was like, hey, this is going to be worth a lot of money one day. I was like, you're going to put it on your refrigerator? He's like, I'm going to move all my kids' art and put it right in the center.
Daddy, what's that?
That's a real man right there.
That's actual art.
Goddamn. Microsoft Word squares. Oh, fuck. What's up? Carter, how's your week?
It's great. Good week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought your week was shit.
That was last week. Early in the week was shit.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened in your week?
Well, I went to the gym a lot. I did my first twice in one day.
First?
Yeah, I don't really go usually more than once a day.
I feel like you've definitely gone more than once before this week.
Nah. Don't think so.
Or you just lied.
Did not. Anyways, that was fun. Did other things. Went to a concert down in the Commons. It was the last one of the summer for that concert series, so that was fun. Shenanigans. Yeah, shenanigans. That was fun. Bought a bunch of clothes. Not a bunch of clothes. I bought clothes. I bought like 5 items. And worked a lot. That was basically it. Yeah. Yep. Music was good. I haven't been to like. No, I was. It was good. Good week.
Cool.
Good week now in retrospect. Early in the week, so like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then most of Tuesday was shit.
Sure.
But end of Tuesday till now, pretty good. Real good. Why are you looking at me like that? Joey, how was your week?
No, I didn't really have anything. My last few weeks have been very exciting. This week I didn't have anything exciting happen.
You didn't do anything? Play anything?
Call of Duty.
You did do a lot of Call of Duty this week.
We didn't play D&D this week, so.
We didn't play any role-playing games this week.
No, I told you it's dead.
Remember when Rob was like, we're going to play, I promise.
Told you.
I promise we'll play. And then for like 5 weeks after he has a computer, we haven't played.
I'm sure next week we'll play.
I'm going to play. Me and Rob are going to have a 1v1.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Dumb. Anything else?
I can't draw anymore, so I'm giving up on that.
You can't draw anymore?
Nope.
Where'd that come from?
It's just
literally at the beginning of the podcast. Yeah, hit me up for some commissions. I can't draw anymore.
Yeah. So don't do that.
My God, why can't you draw anymore?
I hate everything I draw now.
You hate everything you draw now? Why?
Looks like garbage.
Maybe people like garbage.
People don't like garbage, Hunter, except for you, my friend, who tries to use me to take care of his garbage.
I'm not using you. What the fuck? Oh my God.
My friend calls me up. He's like, hey, bud. Hey, bud.
I definitely never call him bud.
Pal.
Friendo.
Hey, sport.
Sport once or twice.
Time,
hey,
you at work right now? Yeah, I'm at work. What time you get done? Oh, my friend wants to maybe grab dinner after work. This is an unusual occurrence. I'm about to get done right now. Oh, man. All right. I was going to bring garbage down, and take care of that. Oh. Yeah, I'm going home.
You're an asshole.
Well, bro,
You're an asshole.
I was at work and I was like, oh my God, this is a horrible fucking day. And then I got home and I was like, I have to take the fucking out. So I was like, Joey, are you fucking at work so I can come do this? No, I'm leaving right now. I was like, never mind.
The garbage is still outside.
Yeah, I gotta do it tomorrow.
I think
You're gonna have to have Kelsey help you then.
You're not working tomorrow? Fuck you.
Yeah. So that happened.
Me and Michaela can go do it tomorrow.
Let me think. Is that it? Feels like it. Oh, yeah. And then I was like, man, guys, we really got to buy these tickets for Florida. It's right around
Hey,
the
I
corner.
bought
I'm
mine.
going to be in Discord every night. Just let me know what works for you. Hop in there. We'll get it taken care of. Every night I look at the Discord, the trip planning Discord.
He sits alone in a dark room.
Well,
I've responded to every time you've been, and I've been like, no, I can't tonight.
Yeah, you should buy your tickets. They keep going up every day.
Yeah. Should do that. Probably tonight.
probably
I
tonight.
just did all of mine today.
But yeah, that's me, Hunter. Did you get any rolls this week?
What was the wait? What was the waiting for?
I had to wait for the drum roll.
It would have already been in because she could edit it.
Leave my drum roll, put another drum roll in.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. I hate you so much. No, Joey, I did not receive any new roles this week.
Did you get
I
in the
got
closet this week?
I got asked to audition for an Inspector Gadget comic dub, though.
Oh.
But it's for the group I don't like
Oh.
because they're very uncommunicative. And I have sent a bunch of stuff in for them, and they never got back to me. So I don't know if I want to do it. So I don't know. There's that, but no, I did not get any new roles this
What
week.
do they want you to audition for?
They were like, "We want you to do some stuff for this investor Gadget." I hate myself.
Investor.
Yeah, I hate myself.
That checks his 401k.
The index. The index fund is.
They were
doing
like,
great.
they were like, "Hey, here's this. These are some of the roles we want you to audition for to see what you like." I didn't actually click into it, but they just said that, and I was like,
Oh my god, this guy could be fucking Dr. Claw.
Yeah, but fucking like again, like yes, I think the project would be very fun. The people who are running it are not good at running these things, and I don't want to work with them. I want to work with them less and less because I've sent things in and they've just not. Things are not getting put out like they said they're supposed to.
How about ReZero? How's that going? Did you get in the closet?
Yeah, I don't know when the episodes are supposed to come out though.
Has he been in the closet?
He's not fucking
I
home.
don't know. I'm never home.
Oh,
When I'm home, I'm
well.
like, I'm sleeping, I'm watching One Piece, or I'm on the computer playing with you.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
all of it lies.
I saw his little Discord light on all night last night. He didn't even once say,
He
"Hey,
just left his computer on.
hey,
Yeah,
Call
I
of
left-
Duty's
He
free."
left his
I
computer
left
on.
my computer
It's
on.
still
I was at the,
sleepy times you on
I was
Discord.
no, it doesn't. When your computer's on with a Discord open, I was at a concert from 6 to 9.
I've heard enough of your lies.
I was at a concert from 6 to 9, and then I was
You know,
here.
hold on. You could have done this in your week. I'm just saying.
You
I'm
didn't.
defending myself.
No, no, no.
allowed
You
to
could have
defend
done this
yourself
in your
during
week.
Hunter's week.
Yeah, it's my week.
You interrupted your week
So no D&D this week, so that sucked. No Starfinder this week, so that really sucked. We did get to play Baldur's Gate,
Yeah.
and that was fun.
That's what I thought.
You yelled at me
Yeah,
who yelled
you
at you?
did yell at Joey.
for no reason. All
What?
I was like is you're the tank. You need the
Fucking
tank. And
God.
you're like, shut up, you horny fuck.
I don't think that's what
Shut the fuck up.
I did say, shut the fuck up, you horny ass wizard, but I did not.
I clipped it. You were mean.
I hope you clipped it, because that shit was funny.
We're making the cancellation of Hunter Taylor.
Hunter is a terror in that game.
Oh my,
You're-
you're the
No,
terror!
you think you were a god.
I know, what are you talking
you're
about?
Like, you're like the fucking.
You constantly poke the bear.
He's the fucking man in the chair. He's
You
He's a corpo.
constantly
He's
poke
like,
the bear.
I do make all the decisions here. Let me turn this passive off because I want to be passive. Also, another sword for me?
You're the one walking around stealing from people badly, by the way.
Stealing from people?
Yeah, you
No.
constantly are stealing from every NPC we find, and they all attack us.
No.
Because you're bad at it.
No.
You're bad at
No,
it.
I'm
You're
not.
bad at it.
Okay.
You're bad at it. You're bad at it. And you're throwing fucking crates
He's
into
not-
people's inventory.
He's not bad at it.
No.
He just fails it on purpose so that
No.
we fight them and get the
No.
experience points.
No.
what it is.
First thing I tried to steal from was Nettle. That she was in the completely opposite room.
No, she's in the same room with you.
She was not in the room I stole things from. I stole things from
Someone else saw you.
hidden, no vision on me. Hidden.
All I know is when we played ours and I was a rogue, I stole
Guys,
everything
I'm not
and
allowed
didn't
to
have a single problem.
talk, but
So.
I was stealing stuff when there was no one vision on me. They came into the room, saw what stuff was stolen, and immediately questioned us. Not questioned us, or tried to arrest us. There's no reason why that should happen in the game, so I don't
If
understand why it happened.
People I don't know walk into my house and then things are gone, I'm going to ask the weird people, where the fuck is my shit? Just makes sense.
There was a cave that we were in, the completely hostile territory, not a house. No vision on me.
Two people who...
No vision on me. It shows you when there's vision on
There
you.
was
The
a
red
pile
circle.
of dead gnolls that could have stole the stuff.
Yeah, they didn't even check.
They
the bodies.
never made it into the cave.
That doesn't matter.
But the four people they don't know did make it into the cave. And already
There's
once...
no mechanic for that in the game.
Already once watched Carter try to touch something and said, hey, don't touch my stuff.
He did get a warning.
He did. He did.
None of these are mechanics of the game, so in the court of law, I would not be acquitted of these crimes.
You would not be acquitted. You would be found guilty.
I would not be found guilty of these crimes because there was no evidence that I stole anything.
Yeah, there was. It was gone.
No, there wasn't.
And it was in your inventory.
Second of all, the throwing the chest into people's inventory, I was like, from the very get-go, I want to try to do this thing in the game.
I said, hold it yourself
I do not have the strength to throw the chest and do that, so I take this in your inventory. And
You
Hunter
can hold the
complained
crate.
the entire time like a little baby.
Like a
Guys,
little
if
baby,
you want more of this
stop putting
Baldur's
stuff in
Gate
my
action
inventory.
that's just
Okay.
like
I'm
this,
gonna
tune
stop.
in Wednesday nights.
I'm going to stop putting gold into Hunter's inventory.
I'll just take the gold.
Tune
No
in
wrong.
Wednesday nights.
Fine.
And it's just like this.
I just fucking hate how the very first episode,
Also,
guys,
he's making choices
Hunter,
for us.
I didn't make a choice for you.
You turned it into passive mode.
I turned non-lethal damage on for
Yes.
my character.
It
'Cause I
goes
said,
for all
I
of
don't
us.
want to kill this
It goes
guy.
for everybody.
You can turn it off. You don't know how to play the game. Obviously, because you keep getting caught.
Then why did it turn it on for my character when you did it?
Because it
does
turns it on for everyone.
Oh,
You
that's
click
fucking
it.
crazy.
So turn it off. There's no way to only turn it on for yourself.
Wednesday nights at 9 on Melia's channel.
So I played Baldur's Gate this week. That was a lot of fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it was. We did a lot. We got pretty far.
We did do a lot. And I have prepared a super cool anime recap every episode.
We almost lost to the boss of the spiders.
No.
Yeah, to the boss of the spiders.
No.
I said what I said. The real boss of the spiders almost killed us.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We sat there preparing to fight that big-ass matriarch of spiders. Killed the matriarch of spiders.
We're not that much problem. I thought it was
Yeah, it honestly was a lot easier than I thought it would be. We did knock the matriarch
That was
off
the part
twice.
where Hunter screamed at me.
Sure.
As the spider phased over to him. And
No, that is
now
not what happened.
I am on the front line and I am going to get hit and I am going to die.
What happened?
To be fair, we all died a lot in that fight, but not because of the boss. I also
Did you just go through puberty? What was that?
Yeah, because we were yelling at each other. I also drank what I thought was a haste potion because they looked the same, and I started flying. That was so funny.
That was pretty funny. So Baldur's Gate was pretty fun. And then after that was other days of the week. I won and lost in my fantasy leagues this week. I lost in one and I won in the other. The one I
Are
lost
these
in
money leagues or are these
yes,
non-money
yeah,
leagues?
they're both money leagues. The one I lost by 2 fucking points. I was very upset. So going into Monday, I was down 5 points, and they were up 5. I was down 5. Then on Monday, my player scored 10 points, so I was 5 points up. Then I got 6 points up. Then I got 8 points up, and the person he had, the wide receiver, wasn't doing shit. Then all
Until
of a
they
sudden,
did.
then all of a sudden at the end of the game, bop, bop, bop. I'm pretty sure it was 2 receiving touchdowns, and I was like, you fucking piece of garbage. So he ended up beating me by 2 fucking points. I was very upset. But this week, I'm fucking popping off for week 2. But yeah, the other one I won. So we'll see how that goes. So yep, I'm back into fantasy football. It started. Football was back. And other than that, I didn't do anything else this week. But
Played Madden.
I have questions for. Oh, I did get Madden. I started playing Madden again. Because I got it for mad cheap. Instead of $70, I got it for what did I get for? $24.
I might cancel my Amazon Prime and get Xbox Game Pass. I might turn to the dark side.
I thought you didn't have Amazon Prime.
I did now. I started it.
What did you have to watch?
Well, yeah. What?
I hadn't watched what's the superhero cartoon show?
The Boys.
No. Cartoon show.
Invincible?
Invincible. I hadn't watched Invincible. I hadn't watched the newer.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I know. Also, it was like I was checking out on Amazon.
So what are you gonna get Game Pass for? That's the real question.
Well, I want to play Starfield, but I don't want to pay money for it.
That's a good idea to play Starfield. Is to get Game Pass. It's a pretty good idea.
Mean, May is eventually going to play Ark again. I do want to play with May. And I don't know. It just seems with subscription services,
Get a lot.
you get more than other subscription services. I also need to cancel, or one of us. I am giving you credit.
Speaking of,
what I'm saying is also one of us needs to cancel our Disney Plus because we have 2 Disney Pluses in this household.
yeah, I get it for free through Verizon, so you should probably.
I should cancel mine.
Yeah.
But then I would have to tell my
Well,
mom
I don't
and
get
my
it
sister.
free. I get it discounted.
Included.
So instead of
discounted.
yeah, so
that
instead
sucks.
of $12 a month like it is, it's like 6. Or
My
something.
Netflix is included within my phone plan, so you should cancel that. And,
Is it, or are you paying for it? You have
It's
to double check.
in my T-Mobile.
Because you get a year for free, and then it's like, all right, now you're gonna get it discounted. Because I get Hulu and Disney with it.
I get
it's like double.
Netflix and Apple TV,
Ugh, Apple TV.
but I've never once. Holy fuck!
You know
My
what's
voice
funny
is
though?
gone.
Dude, you're dead. You're a child.
Man, if only we had some drinks to wet your whistle.
No, I have water.
The only reason why I want Apple TV is to watch the Ted Lasso show.
I have it. I've never set it
I
up.
know. We should watch it.
I don't even know if I can anymore. I don't know.
So, speaking of subscriptions, for the 4th month in a row now, even though I have gone and canceled it every month, I have been charged for Verve once again. Every month, $10. I have been trying.
Wait, can we?
Now that's a name I've not heard in
Long
a
time.
long
Just
Long
cut
time.
that in there.
I've been trying to cancel Verve for like 4 months. Every month, hitting cancel,
Why
charging
isn't,
me
I'd
again.
Cancel it, no problem.
I'm emailed them this time because now when I go to cancel it, it says, sorry, try to cancel again, please. Sorry, try to cancel again, please. Clicking it. What the fuck? So I emailed them. So we'll see what happens. You see, even Michael's upset
I
about it
remember
not
when
being
we used to
canceled.
watch Verve.
Yeah,
Together.
maybe
There
if-
was a reason to watch
Maybe
Verve.
if they
the
had
front-
another episode, another season of Harmon Quest or Gary and
at
his
the front
Demons.
counter at
Yeah.
GEA or at a local
Dude,
family store.
If they made a new Harmon Quest or Gary and his Demons, I don't know who's out there listening
Isn't
right
it
now,
included,
but
like,
Gary and his Demons needs a reboot and it needs to be on Hulu.
isn't there a lot of anime like crossover? Like,
If you have Verve, you have Crunchyroll technically,
then why? Oh, you don't pay for Crunchyroll. That's why.
because you.
But if you have,
No.
if you have,
Hunter,
you get Crunchyroll.
we have Crunchyroll in this household, but you, Hunter, do not pay for Crunchyroll.
if you
Right,
have
yes. That's
what I'm saying.
Crunchyroll, you have like Funimation, Verve, everything.
No.
Yeah,
Crunchyroll? No.
yeah. One
You
of
don't
them
get-
owns the other one.
Right, they own them, but they don't have the same shows on them. They make
Yeah.
it particular. so you
Funimation and
have to buy
Crunchyroll you
it.
have to pay separate for, which is dumb.
Yeah, but sometimes they
So-
swap. Like they change the catalog sometimes.
How many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire?
Oh my god, the TikTok trend. How do you even know about?
I
this
wish
trend?
you wouldn't have said anything.
How do you know about this? You don't
Because
even watch-
Michaela did it to me,
Oh,
like yesterday night.
I f-
So none of you had an answer then because
I
Claire
have an
ruined
answer.
it.
I don't.
You don't?
You don't?
Okay.
I think about the Greek, like the Greco-Roman Empire, like that era of like a reasonable amount. Mostly the shield wall. I think about like at least like once a month, at
Oh my
least.
Okay. If you had to land a crashing plane, do you think you could? Do you think you can land a crashing plane?
Yeah.
Depends how the plane's crashing.
Well, what kind of plane is it? Is it any plane, or is it like the
Plane.
like
Any
a single
plane
rider plane?
Any plane that you think you could fly.
I've flown a Cessna before.
I don't know what that is.
A Cessna is a small, like 4-passenger plane.
That's what May flew.
Okay. Do you think you could land a plane if it were crashing?
It depends on the damage to the plane. If it's still gliding, yeah, I could probably glide it to the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Most males think so. These are all just TikTok.
Do you think if you were in the wilderness, if you were in the wilderness trying to survive and there was a bear, do you think you'd be able to befriend it?
Befriend it?
This is the dumbest one.
No.
No? No. See, that's what I said. And she was like, oh, okay, well, that one's dumb. So, yeah, it's some TikTok trend that apparently is like this weird phenomenon of whenever you ask a male, how many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire? Almost every time they'll be like, oh, like once or twice a day.
Or like, it's more like how often do you think about the Roman Empire? Oh, like twice a week, like once.
Yeah, like
once
they
a
have
month.
an answer for
Yeah.
it. It's a weird phenomenon.
It's a
thing.
hyperfixation.
But then it's
'cause they
also
teach it, like,
it's also like they're kidding, like every time. But like everyone has the
know.
same answer.
I don't know about
well, that's
that.
what I did last night. She asked me, and I was like, oh, like once or twice a
You
day.
play fucking Total Rome all the time.
Yeah.
Total War Rome all the time.
I do.
It's
That's
like
really funny.
it's instilled in us the glory of the empire,
The war
for the republic.
Didn't even think about that.
The airplane thing, like, if you can get into
It's
the
easy to
cockpit and you can get on the radio to talk to somebody at the tower controls, you can guide a plane to the ground.
You're nowhere near tower control.
You're always near tower control.
Never near tower control. You're flying over the Atlantic.
I feel like
Where's
it's either the
tower
Roman
control?
Empire as a hyperfixation for boys, or World War II era.
Well,
like,
the Greeks were more hyper fixated on boys, but
So anyway, so that was the dumb TikTok thing I
the Romans
wanted
were
to
too.
do.
They kept femboys.
Because Michaela asked me last night, and literally for like an hour, we talked about like, why is it like this? Or like, why do they answer like this? What other things do we
This
answer
is what
like
happens
that?
when I leave the house.
Bro, it was like, we were like talking forever about it. And I was
befriend
like,
a bear is actually the question.
That was one of the
It's not
questions.
Like fight a bear.
No, it was befriend the bear. It was a weird one. It was the one that we were like, but all the other ones.
Do
it
you
was
think
like,
you could fight a bear?
No. No.
You would die.
I do not think I can fight a bear. At all.
Carter's over here like, well, you know,
I could fuck a
I
bear
could-
up.
I did
I'll
two.
fuck-
I did a two a day this week.
I'll put my arms up like I'm scared and I'll punch him in the nuts.
I don't think I could fight a bear. Do you think you could survive a bear?
No.
Depends on the bear.
Is it a baby bear?
Like, I couldn't
No,
fight a
like,
bear and win, but
there's-
like, could I revenant it like Leonardo DiCaprio and like crawl my
I
way?
think there's if the one that you can play dead with, the black bear, where you're just like, I'm dead, and
they
lose
play with
interest
you for a
in-
bit.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
walk away.
I think I could survive that. Maybe I think I have the gumption.
Gumption.
But if it's like a grizzly or a polar bear, you're fucked.
Oh, for sure.
Fucking dead.
Yeah, deado.
You can like shoot them in the head, and they're like shake it off and come at you.
Yeah,
Still coming.
Beppo strong, Beppo nation.
So anyway, that was my TikTok thing.
Did you know that each day in America, literally dozens of furries start and end their day without a fursuit? These poor furries go day to day living a lie, their personas locked inside their non-anthro bodies. Angela lives in abject terror that the world will never know just how edgy Dark Shadow Night Howler truly is. The furry Angelo is on the inside. Meredith knows in her heart that she was meant for scaly Fuda dragon knots, but only Chloe Flamex could withstand such powerful furry love. These stories are a true tragedy of the modern age, and you must be asking, how can I help? Hello, I'm Joey from the Older and Dumber podcast. We at O&D don't know what you can do to help these poor souls, but you can help support the podcast by joining the Patreon and buying our merch. For as low as $5 a month, you can help bring quality content to listeners just like you. Please help to support Older and Dumber and the people who make it, because sometimes I draw furries.
Now I'm going to ask you the question that has been talk of The Office this week.
Oh boy.
So I will give you $10 million. I'm going to give you $10 million. $1 million I'm going to give you right now, and you have to, so here's $1 million. You have to spend that in a year, but you also have to make it last the year. If you cannot make it last and spend it all in a year, you do not get the other 9 million. Do you think you can do it, and how difficult would it be?
Easy.
How so?
Well, you live on it until the last month, and then you fucking go crazy.
I guess you could. Oh, sorry. You have to go on vacation.
Yeah.
You have to leave and go on vacation.
You just go to you go to Bali and you.
Yeah, I do like a world tour the last month and just fucking burn everything that's left.
Just the last. You have to go. You have to vacation the whole time.
Oh,
for a whole year, you have to.
So you
Yeah,
live in,
for a year, you have to vacation. Here's a year. Here's $1 million. You have to make it last, and you have to spend it all.
Yeah, so you live.
You can't have any left over at the end of the year.
So you go to somewhere that's really cheap to live, like Bali or Taiwan. Is it Taiwan? Taiwan, and you live there for like 10 months, and then the 2 months you go to like.
I think you could still like globetrot.
Oh yeah,
$1 million and spend it all in a year and still.
But you could
survive
live like
off it.
really like rich.
Yeah.
In
You
Bali
could, like-
for a year or like for.
With $1
10
million,
months.
how much a month do you think you have to spend?
In Bali, nothing.
Remember, you have to get rid of all million
Right.
in the year, but also it has to survive you.
Right. So
how much a month do you think you need to spend?
like $100 in Bali.
$83,000.
You're not. You did the
I
math.
am
I was trying to make you
answering
not
it.
do the
I'm
math.
saying I'm saying in this situation I would live somewhere where the cost of living is very low, but also a tropical
wants
like
to-
No, no, no.
vacation area.
That's fine.
wants to
So
be a
you want to
king
spend $100 a month for 11 months?
For like 10 months. Yeah, I think that or
Okay.
like
So
I don't know. You don't even have to. Like you can.
So that's
go
$1,000.
nice places.
You then have to spend $999,000 in 1 month.
easy.
You just buy like a fucking yacht.
I guess the question is, why live like that for 1 year when you could live crazily for a year and then also get 9 million?
Well, what I'm saying is you can still live crazily
Yeah,
in
I
one of
think
those
you can
countries.
Live pretty good on $83,000 a month,
Right.
and that just spends it out evenly.
So that's a month.
So you could live good. You know, you could travel on. You could do a fucking awesome trip every month with $50,000, and then fucking buy a yacht when you're done, and then get your 9 million.
How much a week do you think that is?
It's like 20,000.
19,000 a month. How much a day do you think that is?
Wait, you just said a month.
I said a week. So
You
a month
said
was
You
but
said a
you
month.
meant
so
a week.
So a month was 83,000.
Yeah.
A week is 19,000.
Right.
And how much a day do you think that is you have to spend?
Divide that by 30. It's like 1,300.
You have to spend $2,700 a day
$2,700.
to make it to $1 million by the end of the year.
If you spread it.
Not hard, honestly. You get to live pretty opulently
For a year.
Yeah.
And then you get 9 million. It's gotta last you the whole time.
I think
It's a very easy request.
yeah. With someone at the office being like, "That's impossible."
Well, that's impossible. Then it's difficult because you get all that money and you're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna do this," and then you're like, "Oh fuck, I haven't spent nearly enough yet." Okay, next month I'm gonna spend even more. Oh shit, now I spent too much. Now I have to wind it back down. It's the fact of you got $1 million and you're like, oh, I can do whatever I want, so I'll just do it. And then you're thinking, oh shoot, I haven't spent enough yet. I need to spend more.
Someone didn't listen to what we would do with $1 million. Yeah.
But the thing is you say you're gonna do that, but when you actually get $1 million, you think about every day just like, okay, whatever, and you just do it. You won't think about it. So you have to be methodical.
Well, no, when
with
you
it.
get it, you think about it. You're like, okay, I got $83,000 a month, so I have $83,000 to spend this month.
We're thinking about this too.
But then you didn't. Then you didn't spend it. Then you didn't spend it. Now next month you got to spend more.
I got to spend a little more. I get a little bonus. I get to buy a stripper for a night.
One night.
Come to my birthday
Whoa.
party. The best one in
Your
town.
birthday party every month.
Yeah, my monthly birthday party with a stripper and a cake.
Can you just like
stripper and cake every day for dinner?
Can you just like?
Can you go ahead and send stripper and cake up every night for dinner
with my very expensive meal that I DoorDashed?
Dude, it gets to a point where she's finally just like, Here's your dinner. You said, what are we watching tonight? And you're like, I don't know, Ahsoka? Whatever you want to watch. I don't care. You know what? Charge 4 movies and pick one.
Rent a girlfriend for a year.
Jesus. So that was the.
Hey, are you in for a committed rent a girlfriend situation?
For like 1 year? I'll pay you $83,000. That'll take 1 month out of it. Right. I think there are stipulations that you had to spend a certain amount each month.
Oh, that changes
minimum
things.
amount.
Yeah, it wasn't 83,000, but you had to spend a minimum of like, I want to say it was like 20,000 a month.
Oh, that's easy too.
But like you couldn't, it's like you couldn't get to the last month and have less than 20,000. You know what I mean? So like it was like something like that. But yeah. And it had to last you to like the very last day or something. But either way, the point is that it's like, oh, I could spend $1 million in a year, but can you make it last the year? It's not can you spend it. Like you have to spend it all.
Oh yeah, you can spend it on the first day. That's
yeah,
also
but then you're fucked, and then you don't get your $9 million at the end because
you didn't do the.
Yep.
I think it's not that difficult.
It'd be a fun challenge. It'd be cool. Of
course. If there's any
millionaires
listening to the. Listening to the
we would love to take on the $1 million year challenge.
The challenge.
Yeah. The other thing we were saying too is that like to be able to spend $83,000 a month and have like a dope year vacation, you bring friends with you to up the bills.
I would just like move to like Germany for a year and buy magic cards.
Off limits? Can you donate some of this $1 million to charity?
I don't remember what we said. I think you can. But you can't donate all of it because then you ruin the challenge.
Buy a Black Lotus.
I think you were allowed to do whatever you want with it, but the stipulations that you had to spend a certain amount each month, and then and you had to be traveling, like you had to be vacationing. You couldn't just go home and stay home. You had to be vacationing.
If that influences the whales listening, I'll do my minimum, my $20,000 a month minimum. To charity, a charity of your choice.
I'll only live off of 60,000.
Yeah, I'll only live on it just for you. I'll only do the 60,000 a month. I think that's completely fair.
If anything, I'm sacrificing.
Yeah, you know. I want this challenge and I want it now. Oh man. All right, speaking of challenges, or not even challenges, things we want to do, we have a topic for today.
I don't know anything about this.
Because you don't check Discord.
Because you have it muted, and if you don't get a ping, you don't look at it.
It's true. I don't look at Discord unless I get a notification, and my phone didn't give me any notifications today, and I don't know why.
Because you muted us.
I didn't mute it. It's because my
Joey, what's the topic?
Actually, it's because my computer's open.
Yeah, mine does that too.
Top time periods or societies/civilizations you would love to live in and why?
Did you want to start, or do we want to like go through them and see if people would say yes or no? Or...
No, I think this is a very specific to each person kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So we'll do our normal rotation. Say one, rotate.
To start, I would want to live in I want to have been, 16 or 20 at the time of like the computer craze. Basically where Joey lived. I want to have been back in Joey's time. How old were you when the computer came out? It's like I wasn't born yet. And I'm like, ooh.
The first computer came out before I was born, but that was a computer.
What about the Mac?
Took the entire room to fill.
Right.
But
We're talking
personal computer came out when I was a little kid.
Right. So I want to have been like, 16 to 20 around that time, getting my hands on a computer and like trying to be like I want to have been one of the first to like design games. Like I want to have lived in that era. That seems kind of fun, but also in the time where like internet wasn't huge. So it's like there was no internet craze. It was, I know that person because they live near me, or they're in the newspaper, or they're, that I want to have lived in that sort of PR time,
I have two.
Well, we're going to go in a
Do
circle,
one.
so do one.
Okay.
Well, does anyone have
first-
anything they want to say about mine? I thought
cool.
we would like discuss.
Well,
or
what are you gonna
comment.
do with your computer?
So
Make
I would
Pornhub.
probably try to. I
He's
would
gonna do text adventure.
I would design a version of Excel.
Hunter
But
is
then
the
I
real
also
creator of
I would
Excel.
I want to start trying to like build those like first games, like the like not text-based adventure, but the
Pong.
like the no, not Pong, but like shit like Frogger, you know, like shit like that, you know, like the arcade games.
Like Pong.
I want to have designed arcade games, I think.
Got it. That's neat.
When did
My first one is the medieval era.
Straight to medieval era. huh?
So here's the thing: you don't have to live past 30.
Well,
Probably
probably would get hit by plague before then. 85.
That's a downside. The
Wait,
upside
85
is
was what, when Excel was made?
Excel.
85 was when Excel was made?
Yeah.
you don't have to live past 30. You can change country boundaries with like 10 dudes. Like you can like just be
Oh
like,
my God.
you can be
You
like,
can make a country
you
just by
can-
saying
yeah,
we're a country.
Me and my squad, yeah, we'll fuck you up.
Yeah,
we're a
we're
country
a
now,
country,
and
so.
you can just establish that and like take over places.
Yeah, we're the
We're
Thanks.
yeah, anything can change with like 50 guys, and that's like an army. That seems like pretty swag.
Oh my God.
And you know, there's no guns, so you can just like swords. And
There's
shields.
arrows.
hit people
Yeah.
with a club.
Yeah, bro. Simple times.
Oh my God, he went all the way back.
That's all I'm
to
saying, bro.
medieval.
Simpler times. You know, maybe you die before you even hit.
You're married when you're 12. Get that out of the way.
Don't have to worry about that.
As long
Taken
as,
care of.
long as
Alright.
You don't even
and then you don't have,
you
to,
don't even have
see
to
her,
choose.
Yeah.
You're
Like, you
like-
just leave, somebody gives you a wife, and then you're like, well, I gotta go be a knight now. So
Or you're
good
like-
luck, wife.
Like you have your 50 guys, you establish a country, and by the time when you're born, you're like, all right, you're marrying this person when you're like 2.
Damn.
It's already established, you know, and then another country.
So not just medieval, but you want like English time medievals. You
like,
want
another
want
country
like,
talk shit
Western
about.
Europe.
like-
yeah, you want Western European medieval.
No, I would live basically any era.
But like
yeah.
what you're really describing is the Western.
But
European.
Japan was the same way.
Yeah, but
Like-
but like the big portion
Is
of
it
what you're
Japan?
describing.
Like, you need to
Yeah, they were-
zero in on.
yeah,
this
yeah.
No, I-
fantasy that you-
Which civilization do you want to be in? There's the medieval era, but where?
Like Eurasia. Like Eurasia. Like that area. I don't think I would want to live in like
So you
North
want-
America, South America.
You want like feudal Japan?
I would be because they're very similar. Eurasia is like was very similar in their structure, even though like Japan was over here and they didn't interact with over here, but they were very similar systems, only separate. Right? I wouldn't want to be in North America, South America.
Germany.
No, not necessarily.
Back to his roots.
I'm not saying that particularly.
I mean,
but-
I feel like you should say that.
Oh,
You could be a beer brewer.
That's true.
damn.
You know that. You know Greeks.
That's
you
a
know, Rome.
different.
That's a different era.
Yeah,
You're
I know it's a
jumping-
different area.
Jumping to new things.
It's bigger. Medieval era, I think, is the biggest like original fantasy of mine as a kid. Was medieval era, like the Knights of the Round Table, that sort of shit, that fantasy. So I think that's my first.
You're up, Jay.
Man, I'm gonna need you to play a few chords from Big Iron.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say Wild West. Wild West was gonna be one of my ones, and I knew you were gonna say it.
fantasy with like 10 guys. You can
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
want.
Yeah.
Somebody comes and wrongs your ranch. You posse up 10 guys from town. You go out and you whoop their ass.
The Wild West was very provocative. I would like to live in the Wild West. I think it's very.
It's a
down.
good time period. Like anybody.
I mean, it's not a good. Like, it's not like.
it's hard.
Yeah, like medical wise, we would
societally-
all be dead at this point.
Obviously, there's a disclaimer of societally we have progressed a lot and we are doing good society. Like we're doing better societally now, of course, because we've solved issues. This is like a fantasy for like different non-societal reasons.
But yeah, Wild West.
Post Civil War.
Oh, there you go, there you
Wild
go.
West, there.
That's a good Wild West right there.
Well, the Wild West didn't really start till post Civil War. Yeah. Like the real expansion to the West didn't start.
Would you have been a
until-
bandit, or would you would have been like a mayor or a sheriff?
I think I probably would have tried to be a gold miner to start things. That was the easiest
And his
way
land
to
gets
make
taken
it
from him.
rich. Either that, I think it would be interesting to work on like the cattle drives. I thought that's cool.
We should do an episode where we go to a farm. We do farm work for a day.
You said that sounds like something you would not like to do, Hunter.
You know, I used to work on a farm, right?
Yes, but I don't
For like
think
3
you
years.
I don't think you would like it. Now, I worked on a farm for 3 years too. Okay, well,
this
it was
guy.
special.
Look at these guys.
I didn't
both
say it
work
was
on a-
special. I was saying I wouldn't hate it.
a piglet from her own mother.
I was attacked
by a piglet and her mother.
Michael out.
Same piglet I tried to kill. No, I used to get attacked by like the swans and shit.
But
Geese.
like-
Sorry, not swan. Geese.
Fucking
I don't know animals.
ballerina out here.
something's not working out in the town that you're in, you just move to the next town and try something new. It doesn't.
That'd
cost
be a
you
whole. It's a whole new
anything.
world, basically. Go to
true.
a new town.
And then there's all the innovation happening at that time too, like the railroads to the west. That was big at that time. It was sort of
The six-shooter.
America's. It was obviously post-industrial revolution, but a lot of technology that we rely on today was coming into what we know it as at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? Big irons.
It's true. I think I would want to try and live in the 60s and 70s.
Bro, why you gotta steal
Because
my next one?
Well, I thought Greek was your next
you
one.
guys can
No.
both say the same thing.
I also said Wild West was one of mine. Anyway, 60s or 70s, mostly because like I want to dig the 60s and 70s, bro. I want to check it out.
That was really convincing.
There's a reason that's his best look that I was talking about. It's that look.
This guy. Yeah, so actually in another life, I was like a big
That's why your hair is
influencer.
naturally feathered.
I was a big influencer in the 60s and 70s in another life. Yeah, I think the 60s
What about
and 70s
Vietnam,
would be cool. What? Right. You like the 60s and 70s was like the time of like legends. You know what I mean? Like people doing shit that nowadays you're like, no, that was no way. Like, shit like that. We'll be a part of that.
Sure.
All right,
I didn't
fuck you,
expect
guys.
that one
JFK.
from you.
Moon landing.
I would have signed up for NASA. Secret NASA. SNASA.
I don't know about that.
What?
It's a lot of work to be an astronaut. You got to be in the Air Force first.
Yeah. That's where my look came from. In my previous life.
Oh.
Maybe I was Neil Armstrong in a previous life. 1 point of separation. All right, Carter, go.
Well, you already said 70s, but I would like to live in the 70s, but I will choose a different one.
Well, why? You could have commented on mine.
Music.
Instead. Why?
That's the main reason.
That's a good one. That's a good reason.
Music, style, etc. Um,
Carter be like, as he's walking down the street, get his little swag going.
Disco.
Yeah.
Got a one button.
another
on his
one.
shirt.
Yeah. It's got 3
For
right
some-
now. Goes too deep.
Gold chain.
Yeah.
I need to get a chain, but not a gold one. I think a silver one. Pirates.
Like
For similar
It's
reasons.
like
Pirates of the
Ameri- it's like-
Caribbean or like
privateers and
European.
pirates.
Okay, so Caribbean, late 1700s.
Yeah. Mostly same shit is like you get like 50 dudes. And, like,
Oh
you
my
can-
god. Carter's all about being like, give
Hey, as long as
50
I got like
50 of my
dudes
bros,
around on
50 of
me.
my bros.
Bro, I'm
As long as
saying
I'm
is-
hanging out with a bunch of dudes and being cool
Like,
and all about family.
like-
You know what? I just want to be Dom Toretto,
I'm
but in
just saying,
other
like,
centuries.
nowadays, and even after the Revolutionary War, or like around that time period, everything got really organized and grew substantially, and so you can make less of an impact with less amount of people. In the ways like in combat or
make
like
more
in
of an
warfare.
impact with less amount of people.
No, you make more of an impact now. Like you can't go to war now unless you have an army, like a big army,
A substantial army.
yeah, a reason like thousands of people. But like when you were like in these time periods, you can make world change, like overthrow governments with like 50 to 100 people.
50, like 100 dudes.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Between 3 and 20.
Between 3 and 20 dudes.
So like my fantasy of that is like, oh, I can make like real change and like set up something or change something substantial, like that people will like hear about with less amount of people. Like I wouldn't need to become like fucking president of the United States to like.
But you would need to be king of the pirates.
I could just be like, yo, bro, that guy talks shit 3 towns over. You want to just sack their town and take over and become our own town? Yeah, bro. Gather up the posse.
The crew.
It's
not the posse.
But the pirates also like you fucking say. I love sailing. I love sailing.
Yo-ho,
I don't know if this has
yo-ho.
come up on the podcast, but I love like I haven't sailed in a while, and I don't.
He likes the water.
I like the water. I like sailing, and like
Instead of trains, he likes boats.
not to that like extent, but my grandpa.
He goes, "You son of a bitch."
My grandpa had a sailboat growing up, and like I always loved being on it and sailing and stuff.
Oh, Joey's grandpa had a train set.
So I would like to. It would be fun to like get a crew, sail the Grand Line, overthrow some governments.
Pirates seems fun.
Yeah,
all of these scurvy, but
all of these
fun.
eras have a lot of issues with them, like medically and stuff. But honestly, like that's the reason there was only like you can make change with like 50 dudes.
Everybody was dying.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that seems fun. That seems dope. Can we pick times that haven't happened yet?
I don't think that fits the criteria. 1980s Miami.
Oh,
Yeah,
quite the era.
It's good music. It's fucking awesome clothes. Everybody looks good. There's fucking hot cars everywhere. And it's like
everybody's coked out of their mind.
Everybody's coked out of their mind. It's one of the last times where if you're willing to take a risk, one of the last times in America where if you're really willing to take a risk, you could fucking go from nothing to the top of the world.
With like 5 to 10 dudes.
5 to 10 dudes.
You need like one homie.
It went down.
You need one ride or die.
Yeah, there you go. Just get your hooch, or not hooch, hutch.
Yeah.
Starsky and Hutch. Oh, that's not Miami, though.
Crockett and Tubbs.
Crockett and Tubbs. There we go. Find your Tubbs. Or Crockett, whichever one you think you are.
Yeah. It was a cool scene, though. I think it would be
80s seems fun. 80s in Miami seems fun.
Yeah.
I want to go to the time of rollerblades.
You mean like
that's now?
Wow.
You mean like
I'm on
early
mine
2000 X Games?
No, not like rollerblade. Like the funky. Well, I mean, it's
roller
like
skate.
roller skates.
You
Sorry,
already
my
did
bad.
that
I'm actually looking.
I know. I
have a pair of roller skates in my cart right now.
Jesus Christ.
I used to roller skate a lot.
Trying to think of a more ancient time I'd want to go to. It's tough because ancient times are like I don't know who I'd know.
You wouldn't know anybody.
Oh, dude, the Mongolians, they fucking ride hard, bro.
No, I don't know if I'd
like
do
60
that.
dudes. Just riding the countryside, taking over.
Connor stipulation places he'd like to live. I gotta be able to have between 20 and 60 dudes to make change. Then you get to fit the criteria. Oh man.
You get to sack China.
Oh god.
Dude, I think China during like
Oh boy, here we go.
What? What? What?
I really appreciate how they subjugate their people.
Yeah, you're gonna turn away our American audience. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why?
We'll probably get some
What era?
Chinese listeners.
China when?
Which dynasty?
He doesn't know the dynasties. What?
I don't know all the dynasties, but no, I would say like
I want to be one of them clay guys.
The terracotta army?
Have like 50 of them dudes.
I want to be the guy on top of that.
50 of those guys. We can really make a difference.
Just saying.
I would want to go when like the Great Wall was being
That's
made.
the Mongolians era as well.
Like around that time, or either after or wow.
You want to be the guy that gets on top and lights the fire, and he's like, "Now all of
I
China."
I don't think it really. I just want to actually just like live like as a citizen. Like I think like it could like maybe moderately off if I could be.
But like if the government upsets you, you can gather up your
But about
posse.
20 to 50 dudes, you know. If Mulan told me anything, I could grab like 6 dudes and make a real difference.
Make a man out of them.
I could make a man out of it. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like for ancient civilizations, like that seems yeah.
You want to be a Spartan?
Good God, no! I think that's way too tough. They're cool, but they're like the dudes at the gym when you're like, whoa. And you like have to walk away because like even just the energy they give off is too much, and you're like, I don't think I need to lift today. I think I'll just. You're gonna die on your shield or go. I think I'll just go home.
Do a little. I'll do some yoga.
Yeah, I just go home. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of Chinese era stuff?
Yeah, it's a cool era.
China era stuff. Chinese era.
Got a lot of cool mythology.
Mm-hmm.
China, and Japan.
Yeah.
Dragons.
I want to go when dragons existed. Go ahead.
Conspiracy theory.
Is it? Aliens are real.
It's true. Greek era.
Older and dumber statement right now. Aliens are
the height
real.
of Greece and Rome.
The height of Greece and Rome.
Yeah, like the peak. Not like when Rome split off into two.
You mean like Julius Caesar time?
Rome was much after the Grecian Empire.
Rome was still a place. Like Greek's height and Rome's height were different times, but
yes.
they are very.
You talking
similar.
like
the height of Greece,
gladiator time,
like before it. Similar.
I think Greece over Rome personally.
Yeah,
but...
the democracy and stuff of Greece was
all the original ideas came from.
Is Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greece is good.
Could be there at the start.
Yeah. I am all about the ancient times.
Ancient times are tough for me.
I did a lot of ancient world history, like reading and stuff.
That was yours. Go, Joy.
Renaissance Europe.
That's some good shit.
That's a good one.
You can be like, man, my art is so shit compared to.
And then 100 years later, people go,
holy
$20 million for this dot on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Now after I die, people are just gonna be like, oh well, it's not as good as to say.
Oh, he put it on his Instagram. I can just download it.
Yeah. No,
Pretty soon they're gonna be like, draw me a Joey Schichtel original, and then the computer's like, beep boop beep boop, Joey style initiated.
Yeah, I put my own work.
It does it like what's his name from iRobot? What's the robot's name? Is it Sammy? Sonny. I knew it was an S. I think I'd want to be a part of the Roaring 20s. Like just the cars and like the great the like Gatsby-ness of it,
that would be elite, honestly. Actually, that would be cool though for like Prohibition era too.
Yeah,
like running,
dude. Yeah, oh, that'd be so fun. That'd be cool. I'd be dangerous, but it would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was
wildly
as dangerous as all of the other time periods we're talking about, but still. The criminals in those days had like at least from our perspective, they have an appeal about them, right?
Yeah.
A charisma.
Yeah. The Roaring 20s would be dope. It'd be a fun time. A lot of my stuff was between now and the 1900s. Like, it's just,
Again, that's another time period, too, where if you're willing to take a risk, you can go from 0 to hero pretty quick.
I don't even remember what happened in the 1800s.
The Civil War.
Yeah.
The Western expansion.
Isn't it wild that was only 200 years ago? Like, okay, let's put this in the real perspective.
I like how nobody said like 1800s England.
What was the 1800s England? Oh, it's
horrible.
Black Plague. Yeah, it's
a nightmare.
Yeah, it's awful.
Fucking people eating each other in the streets. Jack the Ripper. Fucking poverty.
Yeah, they deserved it though. They got what coming.
I have another
they
one.
were
Plagued by the
poorness
of their choices.
Like right after World War II, like
the 50s,
1946,
50s.
Yeah, 50s.
Yeah.
There was a lot of my style now is inspired by
Carter wants his life to be a Wes
World War
Anderson
II
film.
veterans that just got out of the war and went to college, and their style is very inspired to like the fashion that I like right now, the aesthetic that I'm going for, which is like the fatigue pants or like the work pants or like the very like a little higher waisted with an Oxford shirt with a wife pleaser underneath. And if you like, because the reason why that is because the only dress pants that they had coming out of the war was their fatigues, and they were like, what's a cheap shirt? Oxford shirt. And then it just sort of like got popular because of how many World War II vets went into college because of the GI Bill.
It's also when greaser culture was at its height, which was
It's a good style.
So again, to put this more into perspective, like those things, like the Civil War, it's only 200 years ago. Like I know 200 years ago. It's only.
It's not like dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was only.
May is furiously typing in her notes.
I want to be with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. I shot the dinosaur. I just spit a little bit. Every time we say an arrow, it doesn't have dinosaurs. Is only
That you know of.
Yeah.
No one's been to the bottom of the ocean.
That's true.
That's why I said, can we pick stuff in the future? I want to go when the dinosaurs come back up.
The hyper-evolved raptors finally raised their ocean base to the surface.
So
what the fuck have you guys been doing all this time? If we're going into like timeline or like time areas and like places that we know nothing about that you would like to live in, I think one of mine would be like India, like that area. I don't know like anything about their history or like their development as their history or anything. I think I'd like to. Yeah, I think I'd like to.
Yo, what
live
about
in a
Australia
timeline.
before it was Australia?
You know what I mean? Aboriginal Australia?
What'd you say?
Aboriginal Australia?
Yeah. Like, what even, like, where did it come from? Where did Australia come from? And when did it get known?
You should look that up if you're actually interested, because there's some cool myths
about how Australia became Australia?
Yeah. Aboriginal stories and stuff are cool.
That's where the
Crikey.
yeah. I think, are they similar to Polynesian culture a little bit? I think there's some crossover there, but not. Definitely different. They don't talk like that. That's like a mix of British prisoners and
Crocodile Hunter does.
Okay. Do you want to be a British prisoner sent to Australia?
I want to be the Crocodile Hunter. Okay. I want to have my Bowie knife and say, "That's not a knife. It's
That's
just a
Crocodile
knife."
Dundee.
Yeah, he's a crocodile hunter.
No.
He hunts
Steve
crocodiles.
Irwin.
Does he not hunt crocodiles? Does Crocodile Dundee hunt crocodiles? Tell me. Answer the question.
The UK.
It'd be pretty cool to be a plague doctor, though. I got a sick costume. You just get to walk around and be like, dead.
Dead. The person's like, I'm alive. Dead. You are God. Dead.
Usually on Tuesdays, we play Starfinder at around 9 on Melia's stream. Wednesdays, we play Baldur's Gate 3 on Melia's stream. You know, someday we'll have an Older and Dumber Twitch channel, but today is not that day.
Really depends on the dipshits.
T2C2 is here?
No.
T2C2 is coming up.
It's coming up.
Coming up.
We'll be there.
Get your damn tickets now.
Buy
early.
Damn tickets now.
Buy them early because they cheap.
We'll have news about what we're doing and stuff probably posted soonish when this comes out. Joey, where can they find all of that information?
You can find that fantastic information by following our
Take a deep breath.
socials.
Buddy pal.
Older,
Slick.
the letter N, dumber.
Listen here, bud.
Listen here, Slick.
Join our Discord. That's the best place to keep up and interact with us. You can support the show by joining our Patreon, patreon.com/OlderNDumber. That's what makes it possible for us to get to. Don't worry about it. It's what makes it possible.
Was that a burp?
No.
Because it sounded like a croak, like a frog.
I croaked like a frog. Anyway, if you like this fantastic content and you want to support us and get us to shows near you, you can do that by supporting us on Patreon as low as $5 a month to start. Helps us come and see you at your local conventions. COME.
Helps us come and see you at the conventions near you.
If you want more cum, you can follow me at Slutty Mage for all the lewd art and cum you can handle. You can follow this guy for cum and Jim Picks at J. Carter Rutt. You can follow that guy for cum and the voice that gets you moist at Voice of Hunter. I think the only one of us you can't follow for cum is our talented editor May at Mellia. But you might get feet pics if you were willing to pay for them.
Like how that joke is still going and she still hasn't made one.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
You guys are wonderful. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your continued support, your continued listening, your patronage, everything. You guys make it all worth it. Thank you, dipshits, and we're going to see you again next week.